Hello and welcome, all basketball lovers and hoop heads. Thank you so much for joining me on this inaugural, not even inaugural, that's the incorrect word I'm using there, but my very first ever YouTube video. I'm so excited to have you watching, whether you know me in real life or not. I just appreciate you taking some time out of your day to watch some basketball content. I think the reason I'm really starting this project is because I looked at the landscape of media coverage. I said there's not enough white guys who sit on their asses and critique what's happening on the basketball court. There's not enough of those guys. There's not enough of us. So I'm here to fill the void of basketball content that is that I believe has been left so unattended and ignored for so long. But jokes aside, this very first video, I just kind of want to. This is probably the start of like a relatively, this is like the start of a new series for me, which is going to be delving into role players in the NBA. I think role players don't get enough shine, and role players, role players are what make the team go around. They're what make the world go around. Everybody has their favorites. Everybody loves them, and they don't get enough shine, especially not in the media. So I kind of want to do some more like on-the-court product-focused content where we kind of delve into some role players and see what they're good at, what they're bad at. Today, as we can see, very first up, we have my good man, Isaiah Hartenstein, one of the most electrifying passing big men in the NBA. Super talented, super high field player, and really an archetype that we see so few of outside of players like high level players. I would say like Nikola Jokic and Domantas Sabonis. You don't really see this archetype in a big man, and I think that's what draws me to Isaiah's game so much is that outside of the fact that he's an absolutely massive human being. He plays and sees the floor like a guard a lot, which is just something super useful when you're trying to play high level basketball, as the Oklahoma City Thunder found out last season when they, won a title with him as one of their top 5 players. I think starting this compilation here, I'm just going over some of his backdoor passing acumen. I think this is one of my favorite things that I see him do a lot. He is so freaking good at it, man. It's insane. And I'm going to back up a little bit because I want to break down that other play we just watched. He's so good at these backdoor passes. I think when you watch him, the main things that I see are how fast that ball comes flying out of his hand. It's not the decision to make the pass. You can already, once you kind of watch him, you're like, oh, he's going to throw a backdoor here. He sees it. But it's how lightning quick that ball normally hits the ground on a bounce pass. It just happens so fast that the defender's, the man receiving the pass, the defender has absolutely no chance of stopping the oncoming score because of how quickly that ball hits the ground and bounces straight right where it needs to be. So you'll see that a lot. He has these bounce pass, backdoor passes backdoor passes they're so fun to watch. And you see him coming from a mile away on the TV screen, but it doesn't make them any less electrifying to see. This play is really awesome here because as you can kind of see, that pass was not intended for Cason Wallace at all, and yet he somehow got 2 guys. I mean, Fred VanVleet, completely falls asleep on the wing there when defending Jalen Williams. But Cason Wallace doing that little slip screen to get behind Dylan Brooks was really awesome. And Isaiah, although he didn't mean to, the ball ended up where it needed to be. Another incredible pass there. You'll oftentimes. And it's something we'll highlight a little later in the video, and it's something you're going to see right now. Isaiah does a lot of DHOs. A lot of DHOs, especially with ball handlers like, SGA and Jalen Williams. So because the opposing defense is expecting these DHOs so much, oftentimes you'll catch, the guard defender kind of trying to hedge the screen or get out ahead of it, or put their foot in front of the oncoming offensive player in order to kind of prevent the pass, break up the pass, not let them get off a clean drop off. And so instead, they'll opt for a nifty little backdoor pass. He saw KCP right there, left the tiniest sliver of a window, and he shifted his body towards the, not the baseline, but the out of bounds line there, going north-south on the court. He shifts his body just a little bit. Isaiah and SGA recognize it immediately, and then there was just no chance of recovery. So like I said, Isaiah does these a lot. He just knows exactly when, how, and where to place these passes in order to make them most effective. That one was a little botched there, a little far, but still he sees the action happening, and it leads to a layup for the Thunder. So we can just all kind of sit here and enjoy these together. I don't really need to break them down in slow motion. I will, pause the video when we kind of get to like something that's really, really fun or something that's really, really wacky. But I mostly just like enjoying these. Another thing that you'll see a lot if you watch these backdoor passes at all, and it's something that's really interesting about the Thunder's makeup as a team. The Thunder almost exclusively, and they definitely do, only have players who have huge plus-size wingspans. And oftentimes, we're going to pause that. Oftentimes, because the Thunder players have such huge wingspans, that gives them, like, if your defender has already made a mistake, tried to jump out and prevent a pass or a DHO before it's happened, and then your guy slips back door. Oftentimes, the Thunder player receiving the pass, because of the length of their arms, it makes it even more impossible for a defender to have a chance of stopping the play there. So Isaiah knows he can throw that pass even just 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 inches ahead of where maybe you typically would, and he knows his guy's going to go get it. So I think if you watch those back at all, you'll kind of notice the same thing too, where he throws the pass just a little bit ahead, just a little bit, and the Thunder player always corrals it. We're moving into the second part of this little comp here, and this is going to be a mix of things. Largely, these are his fun DHOs, his fun little plays that he uses to get Thunder players open threes. He does this with guys like Isaiah Joe a lot. There's going to be a lot of Isaiah Joe in this video. We're gonna bookmark that little play. I'm gonna skip ahead, but we're gonna come back to this here in just a moment. But you'll see him do this with Isaiah Joe a ton, just using his big body to really block a defender, and let Isaiah Joe get some space off of a screen. And if you know anything about Isaiah Joe, if you let him get the space, the shot's going off. The other thing I really like, it's funny. I'm gonna pause this and replay that play right there real quick. Another thing you notice, the opposing defense, for obvious reasons, does not tend to play super high up on Isaiah when he's setting screens or handling the ball out on the perimeter. He's not going to shoot it most of the time. But what that does free up is when a guy like Isaiah Joe, which you're going to see happen right here, when a guy like Isaiah Joe curls off of one of his screens or gets a little DHO, a little pass, whatever, Isaiah Hartenstein's defender is set so far back in the paint and in drop coverage that he has absolutely no chance of contesting the shot. And as we're going to see here, Isaiah Joe's man, which I believe is Moses Moody, is just gone. look how much space there is. That's it. I mean, that's an immediate bucket, and you'll actually, if you kind of look here, I'm sorry this is kind of low res, but if you look closely at Kevon Looney down there, he'll kind of grimace because he knows it's already done, it's already over. So again, just something to watch with other bigs in the league, and it's kind of a creative use of spacing, even though a guy like Isaiah Hartenstein can't shoot. They know that the opposing defense is going to play so far back and drop that it does not matter. That once Isaiah Joe comes around off that DHO, comes around off that screen, it's an automatic open shot. It's really cool. Now, quickly, like I said, most of this back half of the video is like a Isaiah Joe highlight reel. I want to go back to a quick little vid from before. I do have to find it. I believe it's right here. Perfect. Awesome. Another thing that I noticed Isaiah do that's really, really cool and a creative use of his skill set. We talked about, I already spoke about how opposing center defenders will stay so far back and drop that they stand no chance, that they're not worried about Isaiah shooting the ball from as far out as he is. Excuse me, and my insane blubbering. So what Isaiah will do to combat that lack of a three-point shot is they do know that Isaiah Hartenstein has a sick floater game. And if you don't know that, you should. I wish I had some stats on me right now. It would be pretty smart if I did. But, Isaiah Hartenstein, anywhere inside this paint, has a really, really nice floater that he just has a really nice touch in that zone. And when he's left so far open when he's standing out on the perimeter, just inside the perimeter. But what I will see him do occasionally is when he's given all this space, what he will do is he'll take a dribble, he'll take 3 to 4 steps inside, get into his floater range, and this defender, some other defender, a help defender goes, oh shit, this guy's going to take a floater, and they pinch in just a little bit. Well, what that does, as we'll kind of see here, so they blitzed this screen up here at the top. The Jazz decide to blitz this screen right here at the top. They're trying to kind of trap J-Dub, force the ball out of his hands. There's not a ton of other players in this lineup, that you would trust handling the ball at this point in the season for the Thunder. So they're going to blitz this screen that's going to leave Isaiah partially undefended here. J-Dub's going to make a nice little dump pass over to him. Isaiah sees all this space. He's not going to shoot it from right there, but what he is going to do is he's going to take a couple steps. This guy, who I can't really quite see who it is going to step up to him. He goes for the little charge bait thing, and Isaiah just makes this beautiful bullet pass right here to a wide open Dylan Jones in the corner, and the Thunder are going to get 3 points out of this play. Sorry, that was a lot of rambling from me, but I hope it was enlightening in some sense. Let's go ahead and skip forward a little bit. Like I said, most of this compilation right here is a lot of Isaiah Joe highlights, but we also got Cason Wallace, Aaron Wiggins, J-Dub gets more of the DHOs into the mid-range. He doesn't take a lot of threes off of it, but every guy on his team, especially those without like an adept handle, he really, really helps them to free up space, and he is such an incredible tool and such an embarrassment of riches for the Thunder to have coming off of their bench. I'm super excited in this next season to see Isaiah in a more kind of toned down role in a sense, but just allowing him to be more energetic in his minutes. If I assume as he comes off the bench a little bit more, plays less minutes with Chet back healthy, hopefully. Real quick, we're gonna rewind that video right there. I absolutely love this little play. This is such a winning play and such a smart basketball play right here, showcasing how high of a feel Isaiah has. And this is a defensive play. This is a defensive highlight largely. But in order to contain this drive from Trey Murphy here, AC is doing his best to get over this screen, but he is getting caught up a little bit. So Isaiah is up here hard hedging the screen, which means he's essentially playing at the level. He's hard hedging, trying to prevent the screen. They will do a little bit of this. They'll hedge and then, try to recover. But Isaiah is just going to get a beautiful little poke away, little slap away at the ball right there. You got a fast break. That's just smart basketball play. He is such a talented player. It's such a fun player to watch. Oh my goodness. Beautiful. Isn't that just beautiful? It just makes you happy to watch. There's not much else I can say outside of it. He's one of those guys that when you watch him, when you see it, and you're like, damn, that dude knows how to play basketball. He knows how to play basketball the right way. Jesus Christ, that was gorgeous. Knows how to play basketball the right way, and he's going to help you win basketball games. It's the exact kind of player I love. If you're not a star, just do all the right stuff. Do all the right things. Another beautiful pass right there. Put it right in the breadbasket of Isaiah Joe for a wide open layup. I think this video is about coming here to an end. We got a gorgeous outlet pass. Man, leading to an and one. So I think that just about wraps up kind of everything that I wanted to talk about today. Again, like if you're watching this for the first time, thank you so much. I don't plan on putting a ton of editing effort into these videos. They, like I said, will just kind of be me rambling over some clips that I compile together. So if that sounds like your kind of thing, I really hope that you stick around, like, share, subscribe, all that stuff, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, if you're somebody who just wants to watch some basketball and, I don't intend on ever hating on any players or making any sort of clickbaity, boring basketball content. I just want to talk about the game that I love and express myself in a way that doesn't ignore my girlfriend, annoy my girlfriend. Sorry. So I don't think I have anything else to add right now. Thank you so much for watching, like I said, and I hope to see you back for the next episode. Okay, bye.